Well, I'm in the middle of trying to make heads and tails of this whole system. As you can see, this table's a complete mess, but we're making progress. Got all our servos and linkages in. It's just a matter of putting the other side of the fuselage on now. All the wiring is pretty much in. I just have to mount the motor. We've got our 9-channel Optima high-tech receiver, eagletree OSD Pro, it's a voltage regulator, and that's your data logger. These are all the version 4. And then this is your FY20A. It's going to mount somewhere like that, I guess. Give room for the batteries. And the batteries, there's going to be 2 of them. And they're going to fit like that in the front. I think I'm still going to mount a Sony Webby along this front on the top here, facing forward, and then I've got a tilt pan here. The camera's not on it right now, and I may have a charged battery. Good time for it to go off. So this is a tilt pan that I may mount up on top. Or I have just a servo with the bracket for the camera that I may, so it's just pan but not tilt. I haven't decided what I'm going to do here for sure. Either way, it's not a big deal one way or the other. The major stuff's all sorted, all the wiring's in. Like I said, all of this is pretty much wired. That I'm gonna put the speed control back here. A lot of people, I guess, are putting it up in top here, but I don't know. I've had bad luck with putting speed controls in confined spaces. They get hot and they burn out, and you have problems with them. So I like to put them outside. If I put it in the back here, you won't see it much, anyways. I'm gonna have a heat sensor from my eagletree. It's already attached to it. You probably can't see the wire, but there's a wire attached for a heat sensor, so I'll know exactly what the temperature of it is. It's got all Metal Gear servos. Yeah, it's pretty much ready for the second half to go on, which is here. I'll just set over top like so. I cut a door out so I can get in there, finish off my stuff once it's ready. And if you can see, I cut a bevel on all 4 sides, and I'm going to put little Velcro corners in here so that when I set that in, it's going to be a perfect fit. And probably just put a little tab so I can pull it off. The wing's over here, standing up against the wall. I didn't change anything on it. It's just a matter of gluing the spars in. On this particular version, I think they call it a version 3, there's a spar here, a separate spar, and then there's a spar here and a spar here. So there's two main spars in the wing and then one partial spar, and then there's up to the tip to there, from the tip to there, there's no carbon fiber, and I'm debating if I may overlap a piece of carbon fiber and just go up to the tip, but I'm pretty sure it'll be all right for now, so I'm not too concerned. Tail's all done, all ready to go on. So really, it's not that far away from being ready to fly. BEC RC has a fiberglass skid plate. They're out of stock right now, and I'd really like to get a hold of one. And it goes from probably about here and up the sides and cut up to the nose, because I don't really want to put landing gear on it, because if you have an off-field landing, and most of my flights I think are going to be off-field landings, I don't want gear on there, because it's just going to end up tearing it off, right? Because my intentions are to go out and fly in different places instead of just flying from an RC club or something like that. So anyways, just the next update. It's coming along. Hopefully within a few days I'll have it a little closer and do some fine tuning with my eagletree stuff and get all the telemetry up and working, and the stabilization, and maybe we can get a flight out of it. And of course I use my high-tech Aurora 9 radio. I also did a little bit more testing, of course, on the ground with my 5.8 gigahertz 500 milliwatt transmitter receiver, and I think it's going to be pretty good. It might not be, I might not get the same range as I got out of my 900 megahertz 1500 milliwatt setup, but I think it's going to be adequate for what the range for the radio and the video are going to be probably pretty comparable. And with the return to home feature, if I run out of one or the other, it should bring it back, so it shouldn't be a life and death situation. So anyways, so there's my SkyWalker.